Before watching this video, I suggest you play the video first. Why are plane tickets so expensive, if you haven't seen it already? After my first video, you might have wondered why the plane tickets are sometimes so cheap. It didn't take me long to find a flight from Katowice to Oslo for only 13 euros. This flight is 250 kilometers shorter than the one I chose in the previous video, but such a small difference in distance will not make a difference in price of more than 70 euros. The main difference between these flights is that the flight to London was operated by Polish Airlines, while the other flight was operated by low-cost airline Wizz Air. Wizz Air has a good profit, but the king of low-cost airlines is Ryanair. So how does it actually work? Simply, everything on a flight gets cheaper. You know from my previous video that the basic thing about flying a plane is the plane. Ryanair owns 383 Boeing 737s. 151 of these were purchased during the 9/11 terrorist attacks. During that time most companies were struggling for their lives, so prices went down and Ryanair paid this massive order at an incredibly low price. You might have thought that low-cost airlines would buy old planes at a lower price, but it's not worth it because older planes require more servicing. Ryanair owns only one type of aircraft, the Boeing 737, and this is another thing they save on, because they don't have to train pilots, flight attendants and mechanics on multiple types of aircraft. These aircraft often fly with minimal fuel because more fuel means more weight means more fuel consumption, and more fuel means more money for fuel. There is no luxury inside the plane. The price of the plane does not include food. On the contrary, the onboard service is very extensive. Ryanair sells everything from food, drink, perfume and alcohol to lottery tickets. The seats are not tippers because the tipper seats are more expensive and require more maintenance. The company uses a modified Boeing 737 model that seats 189 passengers, nearly 30 more than the regular version. This means that the seats are very close together and there is not much legroom left. If that bothers you, you can pay extra for legroom. The director of the company even wanted to introduce paid toilets at one point, but luckily it didn't happen. One Ryanair plane makes up to 8 flights per day. Such a high-frequency flight means that the pause between landing and flight is very short, less than an hour. This often leads to delays. And, for example, in London you will never see a Ryanair plane landing at the largest airport Heathrow because it is expensive, instead landing at more distant airports such as Gatwick or Stansted. Low-cost companies never use boarding bridges because they are expensive. Instead, they use the bus or let passengers walk. Ryanair also fines you 50 euros if you don't print your ticket at home. It does not allow passengers to transfer to other aircraft, whether within their company or another. Both things mean more employees to pay and that will increase the price of the ticket. So if you are now thinking that Ryanair or other low-cost airlines are some kind of vagabond companies, you are wrong. Low-cost airlines have been booming in recent years, and Ryanair is currently the most profitable airline in Europe. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more similar videos, please don't hesitate to like. And if not, tell me in the comments what to improve. Thank you very much. Good night.